After an underwhelming start to the 2020 season, Ferrari finds itself below McLaren in the championship table for the first time in nearly 10 years. Current McLaren driver Carlos Sainz will be making the switch to Ferrari next year, and many feel that this move may no longer be as beneficial to Sainz as it once was thought to be. Sainz has now given his opinion regarding this. I'm your host Dillon Shelley, and first up on Formula World, does Sainz regret signing with Ferrari? In a recent interview with Sky, Sainz began by explaining that he found it almost impossible to say no to an opportunity to drive for the Red Team. It's a challenge and a chance that I couldn't say no to, and I feel extremely motivated for next year. He then responded to the doubts that signing with Ferrari might not be the best move for his career. I know that now there is a lot of question marks regarding Ferrari's performance, but if you go down in history, obviously Ferrari is the most successful team in Formula 1. He then explained that he is aware of the tough expectations that come with being a Ferrari driver, but believes that he is up to the challenge. It looks to be a tough environment to succeed, but at the same time, if you're the right guy for the seat, and I believe I am, why not take the chance? He then elaborated on why he still sees Ferrari as the right team for him. Obviously, there's one team that is Mercedes that is dominating the sport right now, and they have the strongest chance of being champions year after year. But I do feel Ferrari is still the right place to be, and that's why I took the decision, even with these first races the way they went. He concluded by revealing that his current focus is on doing a good job for McLaren instead of worrying about what he can do at Ferrari next year. I know I want to do the best job I can for McLaren, so I'm not actually looking at what Ferrari is doing, and my full focus is on how I can be quicker with this car. I'm not thinking about next year, not wondering how I'm going to be quicker around this track with a Ferrari. Fast feed. Former team principal Giancarlo Minardi feels that Ferrari needs to react, continue, and trust the people who work for them. Red Bull's Alex Albon has revealed that with the upgrades being so new, you're driving a different car almost every weekend. His team principal Christian Horner feels that if copying is allowed in F1, you'll get teams that will become more and more similar. He also thinks that whether this should be allowed is more or less the decision that the championship and the FIA are facing at the moment. Former F1 driver Gerhard Berger said that Sebastian Vettel seems to be completely free in his head again, as if he wants to prove to Ferrari that they've made a huge mistake by not renewing his contract. He also has nothing against Racing Point drivers Sergio Perez and Lance Stroll, but Sebastian Vettel would be a runner-up already this season in the second-hand Mercedes. McLaren team principal Andreas Seidel has revealed that they didn't want to fall behind, and that's why they had been actively talking to Daniel Ricciardo during the lead-up to the 2020 season. He also hopes for the German fans that Sebastian, as a quadruple champion, will also be on the grid next year. Future Renault driver Fernando Alonso has revealed that he knows that he has no chance with Renault to win in 2021. He added that when he puts on his helmet, it doesn't matter if he fights for 10th, 7th or 4th place, he'll drive as if it's the last corner of the last race of the season and as if he's fighting for the title. And Mercedes' Valtteri Bottas has revealed that he had too much fuel for the qualification for some reason, because of which he could not challenge for the pole at the Hungarian Grand Prix. Will Sainz end up regretting going to Ferrari? Head over to my community page to vote in the poll and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you like this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of Formula 1.